What's up, gorgeous girls and guys? It's Kendra Nicole and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how I lost 100 pounds. Actually, I've lost 120 pounds if we're going to be exact about things, but I made a video on YouTube like maybe in 2012 or 2013. I'm gonna see if I can put it up here, the link to it. It's terrible, okay? Like I typed up everything I was gonna say, and you know, despite the quality of the video, it actually did really well. It has a lot of views, but that was so many years ago, and I'm able to explain things a little bit better, and I've came even further on my journey since then, just with you know, actually like learning how to maintain weight loss over, you know, however many years. For me, it's been a maybe 7 or 8 year journey, probably about an 8 or 9 year journey for me. I've had my ups and downs. I've had 2 children and I've lost the weight both times. So if you're new to your weight loss journey, and I'm telling this from the beginning, really, in order for you to lose a large amount of weight, like 100 pounds, it's gonna take you gradually transitioning, and it's gonna take you gradually transitioning and letting go of things kind of slower. In the beginning of my weight loss journey, I first gave up sodas and juice, okay? What triggered my whole weight loss journey was actually a bad breakup. I had been big, I had been the big girl, you know, oh, you're so pretty for a big girl, for my entire life pretty much, you know? Was I happy? No. Did I get bullied? Yes. It kind of makes me sad now. I'm a lot more emotional these days. I just feel things so much more, but back then I wasn't that happy, so I would get into relationships and just be so clingy. I would cling to the love and affection that my partners would give me back then, just because I was just so unhappy. So what happened was, I had a very bad breakup, and I was just so sick and tired of the world beating me down. Like, that's how I felt in that moment. I was tired of the world beating me down. So what I did was I talked to God, and I pled with God, and I asked God if I could just please never be this low again. I never want to feel like this again, God. I have to change. I want to be better than this. I don't ever want to get played again. I don't want to suffer anymore, God. And I cried. I just cried and released it. And that's what a lot of us need to do. There's still so much healing even I need to do in 2019 that we neglect to do. We neglect to really heal ourselves from pain and trauma that we've experienced from our past, and just from our childhood in general. So I pled with God, and then things started to change. So first thing I did was give up juice and soda. I stopped drinking juice and soda. At the time, I didn't even drink coffee. I just drank water with every meal. I unconsciously fasted. I didn't do it on purpose, but a lot of times I would go to school in the morning and come home and wouldn't eat till probably after 2 p.m. or so. I didn't really put that much restriction on my diet, but the more that you do that, the more that you fast and kind of like you know, have these windows. It's basically like intermittent fasting. Have these windows of times where you don't eat. Your body, like, when you can eat, you get fuller faster. So when you have those windows where you eat food, or when you have those windows where you eat your meals at certain times, your you tend to feel fuller faster, so you don't even want to eat as much as you used to eat. So that's what I did. I would eat 1 meal a day pretty much, and I started walking. Walking is really underrated. Like walking is really underrated. It can do a lot for someone who isn't active. So I recommend you guys, bear with me you guys, my camera died, but yes, so intermittent fasting unconsciously absolutely helped me to drop my 100 pounds. Okay, that was the first thing I did. And what I was saying was walking is super underrated, because if you're a person who does 0 to no activity and you just start all of a sudden doing 3-4 miles a day, that's a lot of calories you're burning. And when you're heavier, you lose the weight faster. So walk, just start walking, sweetie. That is going to make a big difference. And then another thing that I really recommend you do if you're losing, if you're on a weight loss journey, is take pictures of yourself. So I didn't know I was losing weight. I didn't know I was losing the weight when I lost the 100 pounds until people started pointing things out. And that encouraged me. That encouraged me a lot. So instead of just eating once a day, I started being more conscientious of what I was eating. So I wasn't very educated when it came to the nutrition aspect of losing weight. So instead of eating peanut butter and jelly and sugary type stuff, I started eating like salads. And I stopped eating so much bread and things like that. When I stopped eating bread and stuff, that helped significantly too. At this point in life, I wasn't on the keto diet or anything like that, but I definitely was more mindful about eating carbs and not eating carbs. So I had to learn a lot of things. Like I ended up picking up a coffee addiction when I started working at a gas station, and I kind of plateaued as far as losing weight. I was still kind of chubby, you know, I wasn't really working out hard, but I kind of hit a plateau. And what I didn't realize is I was putting all this sugar in my coffee, sugar and creamers that had a lot of sugar in my coffee, so it was making me stall. So eventually I started using artificial sugar, which isn't better, but it wasn't doing the same thing to my body. I started losing weight again. So whenever I made small changes along my weight loss journey, that is when I got the best results. So the key to really keeping the weight off is gradually doing stuff. Don't do it extreme, okay? Because you're just gonna cheat, you're gonna binge and go right back to the way that you were living, okay? That is what I don't recommend you do. Don't just be like, okay, well, I'm a vegan now, and then you start eating like a vegan. And even then, switching to a vegan or vegetarian diet, a lot of people still make poor choices because they'll eat like stuff that's super processed or super high in fat, or just because you're a vegan doesn't mean you can eat macaroni and cheese and pepperoni pizza and french fries every day. That's not healthy. That's not a healthy vegetarian. I mean, that's fat and greedy. So I've had a lot of peaks and valleys in my 120-pound weight loss journey. When I got pregnant with my first son, I'll say I still worked out. I rode the bike every day. I didn't really go hard and get my most in shape until after I had my first son. That's when I was super motivated. Like, it's crazy, but if you're trying to lose weight and you've just gone through like a crazy life situation, like you got out of a bad relationship, you lost a loved one, something drastic happened to you, you should use that as the fuel to your fire. Convert the sadness or the emotional pain that you feel towards those situations and use it as your motivation and your fire to just change your life and level up, okay? Now, my journey, once I got into the best shape of my life after I had my first son and did insanity, I was super cut. I was probably about 10% body fat. I had super chiseled abs. I was in great shape. I always got a lot of compliments and people thought I did competitions, and to be honest, that life was miserable for me. Like, eating clean, bland foods every day, it becomes it becomes obsessive. so to speak, and it kind of gets depressing for some people. And that's what it was for me. And I also wasn't really happy with what my physique looked like. I felt like I was shaped like a box, and I just wasn't happy with myself. So I went on social media, like you guys do too, or probably have, and maybe that's how you made your way here, and I found inspiration. So I started following influencers and things like that on Instagram and on YouTube that reminded me, I kind of saw myself in them, and I wanted to transform my body like how they transform their body. You know, one thing you have to keep in mind is your body is your own. It is unique, and nobody else has it but you, so you can never look like someone else. But to get similar results, yes, you can mimic their workouts, their diets and styles. So remember that, keep that in mind, okay? Focus on making your body the best body that you can make it, okay? It's possible, sweetheart. I promise you. It's so possible to have your dream body. Start visualizing that shit up here, okay? So after I had my first son and I did all that with insanity and things like that, I started weightlifting. So in order to change this six-pack look that I had going on, I started weightlifting. I started weight training in the gym and lifting heavier. I'm not gonna say I decreased my cardio in the beginning, I didn't, but if you're trying to build muscle, you can't do so much cardio because you're just running the muscle and the fat off, okay? And we're trying to put on muscle in order to get curves. So that's what I did to get my curves. And it's almost, I laugh at it, it's not insulting to me anymore, but I've had a lot of people tell me like my butt looks fake, or like I got work, or like a BBL, fat transfer. No, I built my butt. And girl, like I get the worst Charlie horses. That is the downside to being a person who trains their legs, you know, twice or more throughout the week, is I get crazy ass Charlie horses sometimes. And yes, okay, I drink enough water. Yes, I take potassium. It just comes with it. So I think for me, I need to do more. I need to focus more on stretching. I'm hard-headed, so that's my problem. But yes, it is definitely possible for you to lose over 100 pounds. If you came to this video for motivation and encouragement, yes, you can do it, babe, okay? Nothing is stopping you but you. I don't care what people have told you. I don't care if people are saying, well, being big runs in the family. No, the hell it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You are gonna break that generational curse and you're gonna lose that weight. You are gonna feel good about yourself, okay? Because that's really what the problem is here, is you don't love yourself enough to put good things inside of your body, to think that you don't deserve better than what you have now in regards to your physical appearance. You are suffering internally, okay? Hell, I've lost over 120 pounds, and I just learned that I'm still really suffering internally, trying to heal from things from my childhood and from when I was big, okay? That is one thing that I feel like isn't discussed in the transformation weight loss community, is that the transformation that you have to go through mentally is like, oh my God, it's crazy. It's a roller coaster, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. I am so happy right now in my life. I'm super happy. Everything is coming together, and the more that I get to know myself, the more that I understand that there is necessary healing that needed to be done in order for me to get here and to grow to be my highest potential, the better my life gets, okay? I am super happy. And the thing about a fitness and weight loss journey is it's more of a lifestyle. Like, you're cultivating this lifestyle that works for you and that makes you happy constantly. You're gonna go through ups and downs, peaks and valleys. You're gonna get pregnant. You're gonna put on weight from holidays and things like that. But the real goal is to create a lifestyle that works for you and works forever, where you never feel like you're suffering, okay? You're suffering. You shouldn't feel like you're addicted to food. If you have an addiction to food, you have to figure out the root of that attachment, okay? Because even I still have little moments where I'm just scarfing shit, okay? Be it keto food or not. Like, I can be an emotional eater. I know that. You're probably an emotional eater. there's a good chance if you're watching this, you're probably an emotional eater and you may not realize it, but you're triggered. If you feel overwhelmed, you might put something in your mouth. If you're procrastinating from doing something that can make you better, you might eat food instead of that. You gotta break this, honey. You gotta break this, and the only way that you can break this is to change how you think and understand that the time is now. The time is now. The clock is ticking, and tomorrow can be the first day of the best days of your life, okay? I'm so much happier now, and I will never be 300 pounds again, ever. There's no way it'll happen, okay? It's not gonna happen. I won't allow it to happen because I will not ever be that low. I will never hate myself that much ever again. And it's not a thing necessarily of just I hate myself. It was more of a thing of I did not know how to love myself. And even still, I'm nurturing Kendra, okay? So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm gonna do more fitness and weight loss videos for you guys in the future. Like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You guys, thank you so much. See you guys later. Bye.